Do you think that you're nailing your interviews, and do you know the most common questions that get asked on interviews? Hi everybody, it's Kathleen Ross, your new best friend of StyleYourCareer.com, and today I wanted to share the 3 most common interview questions and how to answer them. I'm also going to share a little bit about why an interviewer may ask you these questions and what they're actually trying to understand by asking these questions. The first most common question is, tell me a little bit about yourself. And no, the interviewer is not asking you to tell them about your personal life and how old you are, what you like to do on the weekends. What they're asking you for is your elevator pitch. They're asking you for your professional highlights, your highlight reel. Explain to them what you've done in your professional career. So don't tell them how old you are or what you did this weekend. That's not appropriate, and that's not what they're looking for. What they're actually looking for is to find out how well spoken you are, and are you poised, and can you easily articulate the experience that you've had. The next most common interview question is, what are your strengths? So when your interviewer is asking you this question, what they're really trying to do is see how self-aware you are. They're trying to match up what you just shared with them in your elevator pitch and what they've seen on your resume and see where your strengths actually lie. You want to make sure that you answer this question with confidence, and you want to give examples of how you've actually shown this strength in your career. So the third most common question at an interview is probably going to be, what are your weaknesses? And the reason the interviewer is asking you this question is because they want to understand, again, how self-aware you are, but also how you're working to overcome some of your weaknesses. And they do want a genuine answer. There's a lot of bad advice out there that will tell you, oh, just tell them that you're a perfectionist or a workaholic because that seems to be the right answer. But actually what you want to do is find a weakness that's not particularly offensive and wouldn't be something that someone wouldn't want to hire you for, but something that you do genuinely struggle with, but something that you're working to solve. So for example, I personally struggle with spelling and grammar. I'm a creative person, and spelling has never been the thing that I'm the best at. So what I say in an interview is, I would say, spelling is something that's definitely challenging for me. I'm a creative person, but what I do to overcome it is I use special programs to make sure that my spelling is always on par and my grammar is on par. I'm actually even taking a follow-up class to make sure to brush up on my grammar, and any important emails or any important documents, I always have someone check. So those were the 3 most common questions that you'll likely get asked in your interview. However, I wanted to leave you with one bonus question that's also very commonly asked, which is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the reason the interviewer is asking you this question is because they want to know that you're in it for the long haul. They want to see where your head's at. They want to know what your career goals are, but they want to understand how they are within the confines of this job and this company. So it may be tempting to say, I want to own my own business, I want to buy a boat, I want to be in your position, but I highly suggest that you do not go that route with this question. What I suggest is that you take a step back and you think about what you're actually trying to get out of this position. Hopefully, this position is something that's going to help get you to the next step in your career, and you should be wanting to learn as much as you can. So the way that I would answer this question would be that I am looking for a company that I can invest my time in, and they can invest in me, and I can learn as much as I can. And eventually, I'd love to be in a management position, and I would love to mentor other people. But right now, I'm really just looking for the right fit in a company that I can be with for a while and I can learn a lot. Those were the most common questions that you'll likely get asked on an interview. So make sure that you are prepared and you start thinking about how you would answer them now. I hope you found these helpful, and I would love to hear from you any other questions or comments you have about the interview process. Please make sure to send me a little note in the comments below. Also, please make sure to subscribe to get updated on my latest content, and it was so great talking to you. Thanks so much.